Hi guys, this is John here. Now we have covered a lot of ground in our entrepreneurship journey in this course. We have looked at a lot of concepts, right from the basic steps of naming a company to building a core team to identifying your customer to identifying your competition, then identifying how could you be better than your competition. And we also looked at a very important concept called research and development. Now in this lecture, we will look at a super important concept called as cost. What are the different costs that are involved in starting a company? Well, remember in life, nothing comes for free. Everything has a cost. And when you decide to start a company, when you decide to become an entrepreneur, there are some basic costs involved. Cost means money that you will have to pay, money that you will have to invest. So remember, it's always an investment. You are trying to get something in return. That investment, we call it cost. So what are the different costs you will face as an entrepreneur, whether it's a product company or it's a service company? So let's look at all the cost elements involved. Please pay close attention to all the concepts because when you will do your project on Entrepedia, you will have to understand these costs in detail. So I hope I have your full attention. Let's get started. So guys, in this section, we will look at the various costs that are involved when you want to start your company as an entrepreneur. And there are a number of cost elements which you will have to consider as an entrepreneur if your goal at the end of this journey is to make sure that you have a successful company that is making money. Okay guys, so let's get started. Now, the different cost factors need to be calculated. So when you calculate them, you have to consider various factors, and please understand why you need that cost is very important. So what I would request you guys to do is to understand the reason why we need those cost factors and how you're going to calculate them. So let us look at some of the costs that are involved when you start your journey as an entrepreneur. So the first cost we saw in the previous lecture was the R&D cost, which we understood how to calculate based on the salary of the R&D engineers. Now suppose you decide not to do R&D, then you will not incur this cost. However, if you decide to do R&D, you will incur this cost. Okay guys? The second cost is the product cost. So in case you decide to start a product company, you will have a product cost, which is the cost of manufacturing one product, and I will walk you through how to calculate this product cost. The third cost is a location cost. So if you decide that you want to start a company, what's the cost of the location? I will walk you through that. The fourth cost is a setup and maintenance cost in case you decide to start a services company. So if you decide to start a services company, how do you calculate the setup and maintenance cost? The fifth cost is your website cost. So when you start a company, you will have a website. I will tell you about the website, and then you'll have to also put in your website cost. So first, let us look at the product cost. As I have told you, we have already looked at the R&D cost in the previous lecture. So in this lecture, we will start with the product cost. What is the product cost? It is basically the cost which goes into delivering the finished product or service, which includes the following. The first one is raw materials and components. The second cost element is assembly and manufacturing labor. And the third cost is your packaging material and labor. So now let me explain each of these components to you. So first let us look at raw materials and components. So let us take an example of the DIY hologram kit. So as you know, we are running a company called Enabler, and our product is the DIY hologram kit. Okay. Now let us look at the various cost elements that we will incur. So you will need acrylic to manufacture the component. Let me show you. So you will see these black components here, the stand, this base, these are all made of acrylic. So to manufacture this kit, you will need acrylic. The first component that you will need to manufacture this kit is acrylic itself. So your first cost element is acrylic, which costs us 400 rupees. The second aspect of the product is cutting the acrylic. So basically, if you see that this kit has to be given a particular shape and this shape has to be cut. So there is a separate cost to cutting this acrylic. Please understand, the first cost is the acrylic itself. The second cost is cutting the acrylic. I hope you can understand the difference between the two. So the first cost I would say is the cost of the material. The second cost I would say is the cost of manufacturing. So cutting the acrylic was 100 rupees. Now you will need a packaging box and the packaging box will cost you 50 rupees. Then you will need to package itself. So what is the difference between packaging and packaging box? Basically, packaging box is the cost of the box itself, whereas packaging would mean that you'll have to take the finished product, which is these two, and put it inside the packaging box, and that is the cost of packaging itself. And that can be calculated as 100 rupees. Now let us see the type of each cost. So if you remember, in the previous video, we had three types of costs. One was the raw material cost, the other was manufacturing, and the third was packaging cost. Now let us see that each of these costs that we have here, what type of costs are they? So first let us see acrylic. The acrylic is a material cost. Basically, you will need acrylic to complete your product and to manufacture your product. Without this material, which is called acrylic, you will not be able to complete your product. Hence, acrylic comes under a material section. Now, cutting the acrylic would come into labor because it is your manufacturing labor. Means what? You will have to hire one person who will take this acrylic and then cut the acrylic. So hence this type of cost is called labor. So now your packaging box here will be a material cost. The reason is because you will need the box itself and you will have to buy this box from somewhere. Hence the packaging box is counted as material. Then the packaging itself will be counted as labor. Why? You will need one person to take the acrylic, which is already been cut. So the person who has cut the acrylic, so you will have your finished product here. Now this person here will take the packaging box, will take the finished product, and then will completely put the finished product inside the box. And this process is called as packaging. So this step is very important. So you will need one person to do this, and hence it calculates as a labor cost. So now let me give you a very simple hint. So when do you consider it as material? You will consider it as material when you cannot make the product, without that component, then you consider it as a material or raw material, and wherever you will need a person to put together the product, then you can consider that costing as a labor cost. Okay, these are just some basic hints. The reason why I'm explaining this to you is when you will calculate the cost of manufacturing your product, you will have to look at these costs carefully and then decide on the total cost of your product. So let's see what's the total cost of our kit. Now, just to summarize, we have 4 components here. Our first component is the acrylic itself, which is the material cost. Then we need somebody to cut the acrylic. Hence, it's a labor cost because you will need a person here to cut the acrylic. Then you will need a packaging box, and that is counted as material. And then the process of packaging, you will need a person to actually package the box and put it together. and put the acrylic inside the box, and hence it's a labor cost. I hope you guys have understood this concept as to how each cost component is a material cost or it's a labor cost, and hence you will give each costing a number and you can then go ahead and calculate your total cost, and that is 650 rupees. Okay guys, so I hope this part is clear. So now let us ask ourselves one question. Well, acrylic is a material and we know that the cost is 400 rupees because this I can get it from the market. This cost is available in the market. The question is, how do I calculate this 100 rupee cost and this 100 rupee cost? Because this is dependent on labor. Let us look at this. Please pay close attention. So now let us understand how to calculate the product cost and specifically the labor cost per product. We are focusing on the labor cost. Please pay close attention. Now let us say I hire one person for packaging and I pay the person a salary of 10,000 rupees per month. Okay. Now this packaging person can pack 200 units per month. So basically the person can get 200 products ready per month. Okay. So effective cost per unit means what does it cost for me to manufacture one unit? So it's very simple. One person manufactures 200 units. Okay. And this one person, I have to pay 10,000 rupees. So effectively, my cost per unit is equal to the 10,000 rupees that I pay total per month divided by the total number of units that this person here can manufacture. So that is equal to 10,000 divided by 200. So my manufacturing cost comes up to 50 rupees per unit. This is an example that we are taking. So basically, the way you calculate the labor cost is, what is the salary of this person? Then how many units does this person manufacture per month? So you divide the first number by the second number and what you get is your labor cost. It's a simple calculation, but it's a very important calculation which you must know. So now the next cost is what we call as location cost, which I will take in the next module. So what have we seen till now? We have seen that how to calculate the product cost, and specifically in each product we have raw materials or what we call as materials, and we have labor. And we also saw how to calculate the product cost where we have the various components of the cost and you have understood how to divide it into various types, whether it's material or labor, and based on that you arrive at the total cost. And last but not least, we saw how to calculate the labor cost as well. So these are the concepts that we've learned in this module. In the next module, I will show you the other aspects of costs involved. Please go through this lecture carefully. I hope these concepts were clear because we will use them in our practical section in Entrepedia. I hope this lecture was clear, guys. I'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you.